Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today I'm going to be talking about a few of the prospects that the Redskins have met with. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get into it. So earlier this week, the Redskins met with Charlotte offensive tackle Cameron Clark, and a week before that, they met with Utah running back Zack Moss. And they've met with a couple other players, but I'm going to be talking about Cameron Clark, Zack Moss, and Saahdiq Charles, who they all met with. So obviously, the Redskins need a tackle, especially a left tackle. So, uh, Cameron Clark mostly played left tackle at Charlotte, but also can play guard. So he is a versatile player. And Saahdiq Charles just played left tackle at LSU. So we'll go into Cameron Clark analysis and then go through some other players. So Cameron Clark has met with about 10 teams through FaceTime virtual meetings, and the Redskins are very interested in him, obviously, because we do not have a great left tackle. So, Cameron Clark is 6'4", 308 pounds, and he can play, like I said, guard or tackle, and we can get him in the later rounds. His grade is not bad either, developmental player, and he on his team last year, Charlotte won offensive MVP, which usually doesn't happen at as a tackle or guard. So really good player, decent run blocker, probably a little better of a pass blocker. The thing is, he just doesn't um, stay consistent, but he does have the tools to be a very, very good tackle or guard in this league. It's just about the coaching. So if you look at some of the strengths, 2-year captain, 3-year starter, good frame, play good against Clemson, and you can see the other stuff right there. A lot of penalties. So you can see that, but I think it would be good if we can get him in the later rounds. Also, another guy I really like, if he can fall to the 5th round, Alex Taylor for South Carolina. I would love Alex Taylor for the Redskins. I think that would be a great pick for us. But yeah, next we'll go into Zack Moss, who is one of the he's a bigger name player, running back for Utah. His grade, if you see that, 6.34, will be started within uh, first 2 seasons. And I wouldn't advise us obviously getting him because we already got Darius Geis, Adrian Peterson, Bryce Love, J.D. McKissick, and Peyton Barber. But this guy is a stud, 5'9", 223 pounds, and a 4.6, so not too fast, but that's also not a bad time for a running back. And you guys can see his um, strengths and weaknesses, and then I'll look at his stats. But yeah, I don't think this is the best pick necessarily for us just because we already got a good running back room. But I do think with the right coaching, we do have a good running back coach, and but most definitely, if we do draft Zack Moss, then one of Darius Geis or Bryce Love or one of those guys is going to be released because there's no way you can carry Bryce Love, Darius Geis, Adrian Peterson, and Zack Moss. There's just no way because those are 4 high-profile potential starters in the NFL, and you saw his grade, starter within the first 2 seasons. So we'll look right here, and you can see his stats. But last year, as a senior, had 235 carries, 1,400 yards, 6 yards per carry, and isn't bad in the pass game either. About 400 yards and got about 2 touchdowns, 15 rushing touchdowns, 18 total yards from scrimmage, and 17 touchdowns. So he's really good. Played all 4 years. Played 13 games in 2 of his years, and then his junior year struggled with injuries or a little bit of injuries, but overall pretty good. And he did have a knee surgery, but it came back good and the best case scenario for him. So we'll see. He's kind of like a mid-round guy. We'll see where he goes, but I definitely think the Redskins are thinking about getting him. Obviously, they're doing their homework on the running back position, which obviously, like I said, I wouldn't advise us to. I would rather maybe at the most get a running back in the 7th round since we have 2 running backs. But besides that, I really want to focus this draft on tackle, tight end, and receiver, and then you can throw in cornerback depending on what happens. in the first couple rounds and who's there. And then, so now we're going to be talking about Saahdiq Charles, who is very good tackle for the LSU Tigers, and he models his game after Trent Williams. His grade is a 6.20, so good backup who could become a good starter. 6'4", 321 pounds, so he has the frame, pretty athletic too. 40-yard dash time is not bad. I think this would be a great potential replacement for Trent Williams, and I think he has some character issues, so I think he got suspended for a few games at LSU. They just don't know. They didn't release what happened, so that might cause him to drop. And if he's there at the end of the 4th round, then I would take him definitely. He's probably going to go early. He might go earlier, and if he's there at the end of the 4th round with our, I think, 142nd pick, I would take him and maybe possibly sign someone like I keep saying for us to do, Kelvin Beachum or Jason Peters, who they're pretty, or Jason Peters is really old. Give him a year to help develop. Jason Peters is a really good left tackle, probably going to go in the Hall of Fame, and he can help groom Saahdiq Charles or whoever we draft. But I definitely think we're going to be drafting a left tackle or a tackle this year with our first in the first 4 rounds. So that's what I think. We definitely need one unless we sign someone like Kelvin Beachum, but I still think we're probably going to double dip and get another tackle. So he has quick feet. I'm going to read some of his strengths. Good awareness. Plays with impressive reactive agility and grit to recover. And accelerates feet through the block for improved sustain. So, yeah, 4-year background on offensive line and still getting better. So, like, a lot of these guys can play guard and tackle, but I really do think he's going to play tackle. And he is still a project, so I think he could end up being a really good starter. Just gotta the character issues, that's the only thing. If the suspension was serious, I think then they definitely got to look into that, and that might cause him to fall. We don't know, but I do think it's definitely a good possible player that we could go for in the later rounds or 4th round if he's there, because if he's there, I think it would definitely be a steal. And another guy, like I said, Alex Taylor, if he's there in the 6th round, then I would take him in right away. So, yeah, I think the Saahdiq Charles' character issues are gonna supposed character issues are gonna push him back a couple rounds than what he probably thinks or most people think, just because a lot of teams don't like that, and probably at least 5, 6, 7, 8 teams maybe are going to take him off the board just because of those character issues. So we'll see. Hopefully he does fall, and he does have that chemistry with Darius. Guys probably only played for 1 year with him, but it's good to have a chemistry with the offensive line and the running back, because that's who's blocking for you and getting your yards. So let me know what you guys think about these 3 different prospects. Let me know if you guys want me to do other reports on these guys. I got maybe some Alex Taylor guys, something like that, Michael Pittman. We'll see. But yeah, let me know which out of these 3 you would like the most for us to draft. I definitely think Zack Moss would not be a great fit, just because, like I said, we already got a few running backs that probably can start on most teams. And if we did get someone like Zack Moss, we'd probably have to cut either AP, Darius Geis, or Bryce Love, which I really don't think would be a good idea. Saahdiq Charles, like I said, developmental player, and could become a great starter in this league if he stays out of trouble, and if we get a right veteran to develop him, not John Christian, someone else that can help develop him into a great player. And Cameron Clark, also a developmental player who we will probably need to get someone to start before they start, unless something miraculous happens in the offseason. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. And peace. Draft 11 days, guys. Yo, one more thing, guys. If you guys have any video suggestions for me, leave them down below in the comments below. I will, if it's a good video suggestion, I'll do it and give you guys a shout out in the next video. Thanks for watching again, and probably going to stream next week before the draft, do a couple more fan mock drafts. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe.